state, known so good for punishing these habits. And Jahzzo, equally as good to keeping this pressure on the board. Jahzzo coming in from the loser side, and we're starting on PS2, the Georgia Classic. Now, what we can expect from Omega is at least to try and find a way to safely poke at Jahzzo's shield. Jahzzo does have to play a bit more reserved. You are basically trying to play Street Fighter against someone with a knife, but these combos are going to be the bread and butter to Omega's success, finding ways to constantly establish pressure. They're connecting on the shield and the fit, and Omega looking for these constant throw combos. And almost ending the stock. Omega doing so good at still landing these bears. And low percent, Omega seals the stock. Again, Omega just now getting the Arsene on his first stock, but Jahzzo carrying over from the previous game of keeping that pressure on and turning off Arsene, immediately equalizing the game. Jahzzo racking up a quick 63%, and the Arsene's online. Going for the parry and looking for any way they can to just keep this pressure on. We saw it in the set versus Spickles. They were able to just rack up damage and find these Shoryu confirms. Omega getting that down throw and just cheating the back air. A good drift to the ledge saves Omega's life, but now looking to reset that stage range, and just the Arsene goes away at the most inopportune time. Omega punishing the focus with the up air. Now, battle of the confirms, and Jahzzo lands it. Down tilt to Shoryuken. Take away the second stock of Omega. Forward throw. Trying to reset this ledge pressure. We talked about this before, how Omega is trying to get off stage and punish Jahzzo for recovering in somewhat of a predictable fashion. Like, you know he has to go low. He might do a rising Tatsu. He might do a Shoryu through the stage if you're aggressively positioned. But right now, Omega has been vying for stage control and trying to find the back air. Eventually gets the trump and takes out Jahzzo's stock. It's a close game with Arsene threatening on the meter. Jahzzo, you have to be more cognizant of your focus attacks right now, and unfortunately getting poked out by these upsets. And Arsene's online. The low percent's threatening. Omega trying to find their consistent confirms. And the first hit parry into the up smash will not seal the game, but looks cool regardless. Omega gets a throw, sets off stage. Now Jahzzo much more quick to decide their off-stage reactions, but the Omega drag down seals the game. Bans are pivotal against Jahzzo. You leave FD open, he will absolutely take advantage of that option. Moving forward even into that, Omega, you have to take away stages that may condense Jahzzo, so where he can't really threaten you in short range. Having a larger stage to where you can play around Jahzzo's Tatsus, his approaches, and kind of get more time to feel out the neutral, it's a much more secure way to close out your tournament. Now going back to PS2, it's the Georgia Classic. We all know we're going back to PS2. Back onto the Ken, Omega sticking with the Joker. Now what I would love to see is some adaptation coming in on the side of Jahzzo. Maybe trying to find a way to look and poke at Omega, something with like your tilt or any way to try and rack up just like this combo percent to put Omega in an early deficit and then seal away Arsene before it becomes a problem and can take your stock away. Omega jumping in on the shield of Jahzzo and getting immediately punished with the Shoryuken. played Street Fighter, you're aware of jumping, being immediately countered by the Dragon Punch, but not today. Omega setting up the trump and taking away Jahzzo's first stock. Now Jahzzo smart to wait out some time on the platform to take away that Arsene from Omega because, like we see right now, it is free percent when Omega is in the zone. But Shoryuken taking out the stock of Jahzzo. Omega looking to challenge off stage. The focus does poke through. The Shoryuken setting up on Jahzzo, on Omega, and right now, this is where I was talking about. If Jahzzo is able to poke away, threaten the Arsene, you'll find ways to close out Omega stocks before the Arsene's an issue. But whiffing these Shoryus, a common theme we've seen tonight, cannot go through. The down air doesn't fully connect yet. The Shoryuken not taking out Omega's stock yet. And still calling out these aerials with the Shoryuken. Omega still looking, trying to fish for a confirm. And unfortunately, the Shoryu putting away another stock. Jahzzo patiently waiting outside the range of Omega, waiting for him to aggress and try and take stage control. The back throw sets up the ledge situation that Omega is ever so comfortable with. But the Nair one into the up air, it's not enough just yet, and that will take away Jahzzo's stock in the up air. Arsene halfway present. Jahzzo has to mind the meter. Omega looking to try and establish stage control, set up combos, and force Jahzzo off stage. A gun gimp might do it, but the Shoryu reverses. Arsene online, and Jahzzo looking to establish any way to break down the meter. And a quarter of the 3 quarters gone. Jahzzo now waiting out the timer, knowing time is on his side. 96% on Omega, any confirm will seal the game. And the roundhouse takes out Omega. And we saw it, the infamous run it back motion of Georgia, just send us back to PS2. Jahzzo looking to carry this momentum into game number 3. This is where you have to be a little more aware of how he's been trying to punish you for going in. Now again, we see Jahzzo playing patiently, kind of goading Omega into coming in, waiting for the Ahans and trying to land these parries. Unfortunate Shoryu misses and leads to quick combo percents coming out from Omega. Now this is one of the games that I don't think Omega wants to play, is fighting from the corner and having to get around what Jahzzo is pushing in the center stage. These combos are nothing short of menacing and are sent already online and threatening to be taken away by Jahzzo. Omega's bear pressure in the corner. The bear doesn't take away the focus. They're trying to equalize percents. Calling out with the up smash, and not yet. Jahzzo looking to find a way to regain stage control, but Omega stopping all options. The back air doesn't connect, and Jahzzo rushing to regain stage control. The back air connects, but not enough. The second back air will do it, and Jahzzo takes the early lead in game number 3. The back throw sets up Omega's position where he wants to get these off-stage punishes, but Jahzzo so quick to recover, not giving Omega any chance to capitalize. Setting off stage, Omega looks, try and find something, but unfortunately no punishes available. Jahzzo committing to go low. The Nair one to up air will do it. Omega is threatening Arsene, and the stage control has been mostly in their control. With Arsene on the board, Jahzzo looking to cover and doesn't get the full Shoryu just yet. Down, Down smash doesn't work just yet, but Omega gets the bear. Just missing the timing on the top two to punish, and the Shoryu does not close out the stock machine. And now Omega looking to try and end this stock, landing the back air, but trading and not killing. Jahzzo sitting at a square 100%. Off stage he goes. Omega looking for the trump again to try and find a way to close out the stock. Jahzzo trying to establish more pressure on the shield. And again, Omega rushing these options in advantage that may give Jahzzo the chance to try and push and create another closed situation. The focus finally saving Jahzzo's life. Omega, once again, forcing off stage. We've talked about this numerous times. The gun not forcing the Gimp just yet, but Arsene online at 39%. At 160. Have to find a way to maintain a close on Ken. Ken with rage is a scary thing. The back throw won't do it just yet. But the F-tilt will finally take it out. Jahzzo waking up in his seat. 64% on for Omega, and Arsene is offline. You have to find the kill a different way. And Omega trying to extend the advantage, and unfortunately dying to the Shoryu. Motioning for the run back, and Jahzzo gets game number 3. Now, part of the worry when you are playing against Ken is that you can't let him snowball at his advantage. Jahzzo is so talented at making sure when he finds these openings and consistently sees the situation, he does not let it happen again. Now, every time we've seen Omega start on this platform with a gun and trying to wait out Jahzzo's options, but it hasn't really netted anything but some early percent, because now Jahzzo gets in, lands these confirms, and it's a swift 54%. Jahzzo pushing up to 72%. The back airs from Omega, trying to threaten the recovery, but not enough just yet. Omega finally closes out the first stock, and Jahzzo popping out of his seat once again. Omega still has the Arsene online, 79% on the board, and Omega looking to try and lap Jahzzo in percent. But the Shoryu will close it out. Now Omega once again in the corner situations has been exceptional at finding ways to force Jahzzo to overcommit and then finally punish. But when Jahzzo snaps and makes a quick decision at ledge, there's no way that you can react in a quick fashion. Parrying the fair one. If we know anything about Jahzzo or any of the Shoto players locally, they will parry most of your hits. There is some inherent risk when you do go for parries every single time, but Jahzzo just knocking the Arsene out of Omega and Ken. Parrying and gets the Shoryu. Not enough just yet. The Arsene is offline. Can Omega seal this stock? The back air is not enough. Now this time the focus did almost save Ken's life, but breaking it and taking it away. Have to respect Ken's hitbox right here, especially in the corner. We talked about these shield break setups that Jahzzo can land, but the Shoryu takes it out. Now as Jahzzo, maintain your composure. We know that Omega can rack up early percents and is still racking up even more. Mid to high percent coming out. Jahzzo trying to equalize. 80% turns quickly to 87, and Jahzzo scrambling to get back to center stage. Down gun's not enough, and Omega looking to try and push a quick percent and get the kill on Jahzzo. Arsene's online, but Jahzzo with rage. Saw in the last game is something not to be trifled with, almost killing. Parries both hits of the down air and dies to Shoryu. And Jahzzo resets from the loser side of bracket. So this is it, the Thug Finals of 404. Jahzzo looking to close out and possibly win. Omega looking to stop the pressure and take home another 404. Omega now changing up the strategy, getting off the gun and now trying to rush down Jahzzo. But again, you do have some inherent risks that come with that. When you do overcommit and overshoot against Ken, they can punish harder and faster in a lot of situations. And again, here comes the down tilts into Tatsu. Arsene out. The great equalizer, if it will. Omega looking to stop, but a preemptive counter does not close it, and Omega loses the first stock to Shoryu. Jahzzo playing with a great presence of mind, trying to find a way to close, rack up as much extra credit as he can. And these combos are consistently pushing. Jahzzo consistently poking away at this Arsene. The back air almost killing. And using a rising Tatsu to punish it. Omega finally closes out the stock, takes a breather, and Jahzzo pops off the platform, trying to find a way to get more hitboxes onto Omega, punish the Arsene. It's knocked out. Here Jahzzo, punish the jumps. Consistently do what you've done over the past 3 games. Carrying each bullet. Jahzzo playing with an intense fire right now. His corner pressure has been very, very strong. Halfway to Arsene. Jahzzo's take at halfway there. But the Shoryu doesn't close just yet. It's getting a little stale. Jahzzo just missing the Shoryu. A good DI out on the down tilts. Now, Jahzzo down airs into Shoryu. True confirms starting to come out. Omega looking to watch the second stock off. And the focus. Jahzzo making such good adaptation with his focus attacks. Previously, his Achilles heel and rapidly advancing damage. The Arsene's online. Jahzzo consistently punishing the corner. And there it is. Game number 1 going to Jahzzo.
I knew I'd win. Ha!
Now running back to PS2, the Georgia Classic, we are already aware that we're going to go back to this stage. Jahzzo up 1-0 currently on Omega. Jahzzo playing with such confidence right now. And a great posture to win this tournament. Now, similar story we saw from game 1. Quick percents coming on to Jahzzo, but an immediate answer looking to come out. And just like that, we're already equalized into percents. Jahzzo getting back to the corner. And now I'm wondering if Omega needs to find a way to adapt their strategy. We've seen them trying to pressure Jahzzo off stage, and it has not yielded a ton of stocks recently. It was great during game 1, but now it doesn't feel as fruitful. The down air into the dash attack, punishing Jahzzo, but getting gimped by the gun. And Jahzzo waiting out the Arsene timer. A very smart thing that we've talked about previously, just using the timer to your advantage. And Jahzzo holding the shield, very waiting out some of these Arsene offenses. Oh, the turned around Shoryuken. Jahzzo looking to try and find a confirm and pops the shield. Gets the F smash and closes out Omega stock. We've talked about this before throughout the course of this set. Anytime Jahzzo is on screen, you have to respect his shield pressure. Omega looking to get another combo started, but Jahzzo answering just as quickly. The grabs are racking up pressure for Jahzzo. Hatsu backstage. Jahzzo can still survive, but not enough. The Shoryu finally closes out, and Jahzzo does not make it back. 54% on the board and a borderline fresh Arsene for Omega. And that counter finally coming in to pay dividends for Omega. Jahzzo has been looking for these landing nairs, and these parries into the Shoryu has been working, but when playing from behind, it might be a different story entirely. And Jahzzo getting gimped by the gun. They're laughing it off. Omega looking to swing back the tempo into their favor. Now Omega trying to crowd Jahzzo again. Seen this every game. Lots of percent racked up, sending Jahzzo off stage. But now we have to wait for Jahzzo to find the opening, and now we see it, racking up 45%. And Jahzzo doing a very good job trying to find these consistent openings, ways to open and punish on Omega. Neutral against the Shotos is such a difficult tightrope act to balance when you're playing against them and they're pressuring your shield. The Shoryu, not enough to kill, but you have to respect all options coming out and just missing. Jahzzo controlling the center stage, trying to find a way to break through, get any way to break through the neutral. But now Omega gaining stage control and trying to keep Jahzzo into this corner. No Arsene to close out this stock. Missing the roundhouse. Now Jahzzo much more willing to go for the shield, but the Shoryu definitely will close at 140%. Now Omega looking for a way to close out any of these stocks, but the down tilt, maybe a misinput for the down smash. Jahzzo with his automatic parries has been a nightmare so far for some of these automatic confirms that Omega is looking for. And Omega just sending Jahzzo out. Unfortunately, missing that confirm, but he cannot whiff these confirms. When these Shoryus are whiffed, you have to go for the immediate punish, and a good tech again coming out from Jahzzo. Now, Jahzzo finding any way he can to regain stage control. Omega using the focus again to save his life, but fading back kills him. Jahzzo had 2 stocks, low percents, and Omega reaching those mid to high. We're getting very close to the Shoryu percent, and Arsene is offline. Omega much more willing to use the guns to try and stunt Jahzzo's approaches. Down tilt, pressuring the shield of Omega. Jahzzo looking for a way to create an opening, and Omega equally trying to create pressure and send Jahzzo off stage, but that should not be it just yet. Barely missing the confirm, but the Hado sending Arsene online. The gun confirm and spiking Jahzzo. Jahzzo sitting back up and trying to correct that posture, making sure he's tuned in for this last stock of game 3. The Shoryu seals out and now equalized. And Omega accidentally SDs trying to kill Jahzzo.
I did it!
2-1 in Jahzzo's favor from an accidental kill on Omega. Omega, unfortunately, losing their stock, trying to send Jahzzo into the blast zone prematurely.
3, 2, bring it on.
Now Jahzzo on the tournament life. Win, take home first prize. Omega, win, and extend for a chance for game 5. Now again, Jahzzo trying to take advantage of some of these errant swings onto shield. Pushing in, Jahzzo sets up the Hado. Tried and true confirm we've seen all night. Tatsu can break in, and the parry almost kills Omega. But now, once again, Jahzzo going for shorties that may not be true. The rising Tatsu doesn't connect, and that back air certainly will close out Jahzzo's first stock. Sure, you not enough, not getting the strong hit, but the back air putting Arsene off stage and just knocking it out using the Hado. And that's a pop. Jahzzo landing these shield breaks so consistently. Jahzzo looking for a way to break in onto the zone. Omega coming in with the nair into dash attack. But stage control has been the name of Jahzzo's game, waiting for Omega to come in and then punishing the interaction afterwards. Again, errant swings leading up to tons of racked up % damage onto Jahzzo. And now Omega aggressively edge guarding Jahzzo. Resetting the stage control, forcing him off stage. Cannot go off ledge versus Jahzzo. And now Jahzzo looking to try and equalize, having some rage onto Ken. It's a great factor to have, but Arsene's online. Up tilt's just missing to confirm, and back air unfortunately closing out the stock early for Jahzzo. Early Shoryu, not the strong hit, not enough to kill Omega at the up air Shoryu %, but getting close. Jahzzo trying to find a way to get back to the stage. He can regain any control. There's a way that he might be able to break. And Omega getting out of the Shoryu. Omega lands the F smash and covers with the back air. The last game of 404 to be played in bracket coming up. To the surprise of no one, it will be played on PS2. Joker and Ken, a battle for first place.
Ready for 2, bring it on, go!
Here, Omega looking to establish early pressure onto Jahzzo, and now Shoryu out of shield to deter any behavior from hitting your shield. Jahzzo trying to play a little more controlled in terms of positioning, but Omega doing a good job, not trying to threaten too many options. Now we have to be careful with these Hados off stage. It has given him Arsene before, and now Jahzzo pinned to the corner. Oh no. I'm going to say Arsene almost online, but Jahzzo just barely whipping these confirms. And a strong Shoryu coming out. Not enough from Jahzzo to force the kill just yet. 104% on Omega. Back air connects. Jahzzo has to find a way back to the stage respectively. And the back air does not connect. Jahzzo finding any way he can. And the Shoryu takes out Omega. The first stock of game 5 goes to Jahzzo. Jahzzo now looking for these tried and true confirms. The down tilt into the Hado has been a very, very good grip dividend maker for Jahzzo. But the drag down up smash doesn't confirm. Jahzzo in the corner has been a bit of a different story tonight, and the back air does take it out. Omega sitting at 20% score and trying to find any way to build those combo hits onto Jahzzo. Shoryu comes out and enables the Arsene. Omega now has the time to aggress, but Jahzzo swinging without care of Arsene. The parries are coming in heavy, and Jahzzo lands the up tilt and misses the roundhouse. Shoryu does not connect, and Jahzzo still finding to land the Shoryu, and the SDI coming out from Omega, getting out of the Shoryu, but not this time. Jahzzo getting into the corner, trying to find a way to rack up any percent they can onto Omega. Omega looking to push percent. Jahzzo now again punishing the landings with these Shoryus, knowing that they're going to come out and can land an aggressive option out. The back air comes out. Omega looking to close early. Down air does not seal the deal just yet. Omega looking for any combo starter they can. Jahzzo equally looking for an extender, and the down air up smash is what will seal Jahzzo's second stock.
Let's go, team!
Last stock, Omega and Jahzzo. Arsene almost offline. Jahzzo wants to find his way back to center stage. Up air connects. Can Omega create a clutch situation? 85% on the board. And that might be the end of Jahzzo. Making it back to stage. Jahzzo at 104%. Looking for any way they can to connect to Omega. The corner has been Jahzzo's personal hell right now. Getting back to stage. Jahzzo makes it back. The trump misses. Jahzzo looking for a connecting factor. The back air to send him off stage. And now Omega looking for the back air. Not just yet. The trump again not going to connect. Jahzzo getting up out of the corner again. Jahzzo looking for a combo starter. The nair that's set up into imagination. The up tilt. Roundhouse sets up tilt, and Shoryuken does not close it out just yet. 100% on the board for Omega, and Arsene threatening online. The back air does not close out just yet, and Omega lands the back air and clutches in Game 5 of True Finals. That is the end of your 404.
Banger Grands. 2 Jahzzo Grands in a row that are bangers. 2 Jahzzo Grands in a row that are bangers. Oh, I didn't update the predictions. My bad. Really? I was ordering tacos. Thank you all for watching 404. Tipped Off is going to be right here, VGBootCamp this weekend. I don't really know. It's featuring Peanut and Why Delirious. Those are the top 2 seeds. None of the Georgia PR are there, but that's okay. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy these ads. And this is Dux. Dux TKO. Please follow and do it. Dux is the greatest. Dux is the greatest. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. We look forward to seeing you guys in the future.
Thank you.